Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Um, let's talk about it, though. So, we were on SPX this morning. Had a counter trend move happen on SPX. I really had this demand right here. It's crazy because I was looking at this and I was kind of in the shower at the same time. So around like 7:45 ish, this demand kind of set up right here. So we broke this structure right here. This is what I was looking at. I was looking for a good break of structure here, because I'm thinking in my head like, man, we are just crazy low, we're crazy low. You can see right here looking left, it's a lot of gaps to get filled in right here. So I was looking for us to fill in all of these gaps today, and that's pretty much what happened. Um, but we did get this initial break of structure, and as you can see on my list of A plus setup checkoff list, needs to have a EOS. That's a breaker structure. So that was the first thing that I needed to see happen. So we got the initial breaker structure, and now what do I need to see happen? I need to see it come back to the zone and completely close the fair value gap. So now we have a fair value gap because of the breaker structure right here. So this is what I did. Waited for this to come back to the zone that I have drawn up right here. See, yeah, there you go. Okay, so finally at this 810 candle, we finally got a tap to the zone. Then we got a breaker candle, and I actually forgot to add this into my rules. A lot of times, bro, I'm telling you right now, a lot of times breaker candle entry will save your life, and it will save your trading account, most definitely. A lot of times we'll see a wick this zone right here, it'll wick the zone, and then it'll just, the very next candle, like this candle, will just fall straight through the zone. So in order to, have a higher chance of winning, you basically want to wait for it to break this candle. So I would be looking right now, I would be looking for this high right here to be broken. And it gave me that initial break candle. I got in right around here. Stop loss was right up under this low right in here. So I just went ahead and said 4 of them. So, and this gave me a good 1-1. Gave me a good 1-1. I had a breaker candle, and then wick the zone check, needs to give needs to be going with the trend and not be counter trend. So counter trend is exactly what I have going on here. So the counter trend is when we're going under the 200 EMA and we're buying, or if we're above the 200 EMA and we're selling. When you're going towards the 200 EMA, that's counter trend. What you really want to do most of the time is be like, okay, we're under the 200 EMA, so you want to be selling. But the reason why I got in this trade is because I'm looking at this, and at some point we have to fill in these gaps to the left. As you can see up under here, it's starting to really give like that support type zone. Like you can really see that it's like a support going on right up in here. So I'm looking for my entry, which is a demand zone. So once I got that initial break candle, wick to the zone, and I had a higher time frame confluence, HTFC. We'll look at the 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour, we look good, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, see, hold on 1 second. At the time, this is what I would have been looking at. This is what I was looking at. When I seen this big bullish candle right here going into my zone, getting respected, and pushing up into my take profit, I made sure that I got in. It was a good higher time frame confluence for me, because it's a really big bullish candle, and you can't miss out on those type of situations. So like I said, if we come back to the zone, wick the zone, gave me a breakthrough candle, and the rest was history, bro. TP1 was it. Now, the reason why I didn't hold this out for like a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 is because I knew, first of all, news was going to come out at 8:30. So I didn't want to hold through 2 newses, because I actually had news. I held through news, the 8:15 news, and the 8:15 news is actually what gave me that initial break of candle, honestly. So news going in my favor, and I was just like, okay, bet it's a 1-to-1. I'm gonna take that 1-to-1. But also, I'm looking at the higher time frame, and I'm thinking, as at this time, this candle right here was not printed yet. So let's take this on. At the time, it was just this candle printed. So I'm looking at the higher time frame, and I'm thinking like, okay, this is creating a fair value gap. So this could very well come back to this demand zone right here, and then go back up. So that's exactly what we did. So I didn't want to get caught up in this retracement right here to continue going up. So I went ahead and got out, instead of trying to force a 1 to 2, 1 to 3. And luckily I did, because the overall trade did go in my favor. But as you can see, my take profit would have been, my stop loss would have been hit before going into profit. Let's look at this. 8:30 news came out, immediately dropped, immediately tanked out. 8:25 immediately tanked out. Then this 8:30 candle tanked out first, and then went up. This could have easily, if I would have tried to hold this for a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, this could have easily been a losing trade. like a winning trade turned to a losing trade. Look at that. Wick down, wick up. So I mean, literally like this, if you wanted to trade news, I guess you could have waited for this liquidity grab to happen. And if you're gonna trade news, I definitely say, hey, trade liquidity grabs, right? Because supply and demand, the demand zones just don't exactly hold around news the way liquidity grab would hold. So this is like a liquidity grab type situation, or you could kind of say this is a resistance. I don't know, because I don't trade this stuff. I don't really trade this stuff. I really trade supply and demand, but I know it's holding. That's all I need to know right around here. If I did trade like that, but to my A plus setup. So I just wanted to really make a video on what a plus setup is, and just because I so on my list, I didn't have everything on my list checked off. Like this was a counter trend move. This wasn't trading with the trend. You know what I'm saying? So it was a risky trade, but sometimes counter trend moves can be okay, especially if you made if the markets have already made like a really drastic pull down or really drastic pull up, and you decide to counter trend that move, then I mean that's a good idea. That's not a bad trade. Will it always work? No, but you have to take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you don't always have to exactly have all your checkoffs. You know, because a lot of times you'll miss out on a lot of money trying to have everything checked off on the list, man. So that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all stay safe, like and subscribe, and we out.